Whenever you say pediatrics or child health, people always think small, not special, not deserving of any particular attention, not unique, just small. And unfortunately, that negative mindset often translates into a dismissive attitude where issues pertaining to children can always wait. They are disposable, we'll deal with the big issues that affect adults, and then we'll hand out the crumbs to the children later.
I think children in Ghana are a second thought by government, by parents. So there was a case we were managing for a child who had cancer. She came to the ward and the mother was told the cost of the medication. And she thought all of those drugs were on insurance. When she asked, we said no. She said she had heard that cancer was on insurance, and we told her not childhood cancers. And then she decided to take the child home because she could give birth to another child anyway if this child died.
If you take mortality rate among children under 5, it's close to about 50 per 1,000 live birth. And this is something that I think is very high. And of these 50 that died, about half of them are children who are within a month old. And that is also unacceptable. And if a child is born and the mother doesn't have health insurance, then health care for that baby becomes a problem. So that is something that I think we need to do something about to ensure that our children survive and they don't die.
Ghana has definitely made some gains in areas such as improvements in our under 5 mortality rate as well as neonatal mortality rate. However, I'm afraid that we stand to lose these gains made if we continue to see new infections in HIV as we do now. Unfortunately, Ghana has not been able to eliminate mother-to-child transmission rate, and there are very high infections occurring currently. We do not have good drug formulations for these children who are getting this increased infection, and I think this is a big challenge that we are confronted with now.
Being a pediatric nurse for over a decade, I think most of the children I have managed have their lives and health outcomes impacted by 3 things. I think miscommunication, lack of information, and financial resources. And I think with these 3 things, it's actually caused a lot of children mortality in Ghana.
Pediatric Society, being an organization that seeks the welfare of children, we are involved in advocacy, making sure that the issues that concern children are brought to the fore, so that civil societies, NGOs, and the government will wake up and make sure that the plans that they have for children or the policies that they formulate are in favor of children. Sometimes policies are formulated and children are neglected. And that is something that Pediatric Society is very passionate about, making sure that the voice of children are heard, so that any issues that concerns them will not be neglected. It will not become an afterthought, but they will be at the forefront of policymakers to make sure that their healthcare delivery is optimal, just as that of the adult. And at the end of the day, the children survive, they do not die.
As Pediatric Society of Ghana, our mantra is advocacy, public education, and volunteerism. And so we should always be interested in educating masses on issues pertaining to our children. We should always find ourselves in areas where we can volunteer and care for our children. And even as citizens of Ghana, you don't have to be a pediatrician to help take care of a child. You can always volunteer, and we'll always be happy to take you on board.
PSG, we are all about advocacy, advocacy, advocacy. So we are going to go out there, we'll have to talk, make noise on the radio, on the TV, appeal to the conscience of our leaders, our people who are involved in policy making, those who have the money to invest in child health. We need to talk to them, let them know the issues, and bring them on board, partner with them at every level to be able to improve child health.
I believe that we should tackle education, healthcare, and nutrition in our children because they are our future.
My dream for children in Ghana is to have good quality healthcare, free as well, for all children under 5 years, and for Ghana to be able to eliminate mother-to-child transmission of HIV.
I wish each child, regardless of where he or she is coming from, should have quality, affordable health care. I think they should also be given equal opportunities, have the right education and materials to help maximize their potentials.
My dream is that children born in Ghana will not only survive, but will thrive.
Welcome to AGSM 2020.